My mom is the person closest to me who I feel has had a very interesting story of being American. Of course, it took her a while to become one. She was born on February 9th, 1977, in a small town in Sinaloa, Mexico, called Chametla. I remember going there a couple years ago to this river and finding pieces of old native pottery to take to the local museum. Anyway, here's where she lived all her childhood and teenage years, moving to TJ as a young woman and quickly to Montebello, California, with my dad, where I was born. After a couple years, she moved to San Diego, where they had my brother, and have lived here ever since. I asked my mom where her parents were born, and she talked about how they've lived in that same town since they were born as well. Asking her where she felt a bigger connection to, America or Mexico, she says she feels an equal connection to both, because all of her family and most of her life sprung out of Mexico, but the new life she started here is also special. I asked her about school back then, and she thought about it, laughed, and said it was alright, and she made a lot of friends. I mentioned how she also went to school here multiple times. She graduated high school in her hometown and went to TJ to study cosmetology, where she began to work. After that, in the US, she studied cosmetology again and passed her exam on the first try. A memory that stands out to her is when she finally got the news that she would be able to come to the US after 2 attempts at a visa. She said she prayed a lot and was filled with joy that she would be able to come here and begin a new life. When I asked her about what inspired her to study cosmetology, she said it was something she liked doing earlier in life, and she just wanted to get the credentials to do it professionally and to learn and get better at it. Asking her of her family life, she let out a deep breath and laughed, saying it was a lot because she has 9 siblings, 5 sisters and 4 brothers, and that they had a lot of responsibilities growing up and were a lot for their parents, but in the end everyone turned out alright. Asking her what it means to be a global citizen, she said that it sounds like someone who is aware of the different people around them and supports them. I asked her if she thinks our country is unique and how, to which she said it absolutely was, with many people she knows finding success here in America. I asked her what she thought of the current state of America, and she said right now it's difficult for everyone, but not just the US, the whole world. Her most powerful memories are the times she was happy that she would have kids here in the US. I asked her if there were any more powerful moments regarding her relationship with this country, and she said when she became a US citizen, passing the exam without knowing English too well, and her cosmetology exam too. I asked what advice she would give to the youth today, and she said she just hopes we become responsible good people because she knows a lot of youth who already are, and want them to continue down that route. She jokingly told me, while laughing, to also add how she went to adult school to learn English 4 times and never got it, which is understandable, so I added it in. My mom is a very interesting person, and she has a positive story about being an American.